What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Shadowverse. So last time we did the missing star, and in this video we'll be doing Seeds of Conflict sewing. So this will be going back to Natera for the looks of it, because I saw the Natera characters here. But yeah, we got 3 of them here. It's gonna be shorter this time. What's Eating Ladica, the Princess, and the Bone Claw, and Friends Forever. So here we go. What's Eating Ladica? After Belphamit's defeat, Mono, Tetra, and Aena spent their days peacefully in the forest with Ladica, Mistolina, and the other Naterans. Cool. Let's go do it, man. Yeah, let's see what they've been up to ever since Belphamit left, or got defeated. My dog wants to go in.
On it, girl!
Whoa! Oh, Ladica, thank you for another wonderful daily hug. I was quite
Oh, jeez.
at first,
Just
but
forgot.
I must say, I've grown quite fond of this method to display one's affection.
I forgot that these two, like, they talk weirdly, where Mono, she has like different, like, I don't know how you say it, but like different speech patterns or something, different like ways to talk. But then you got Ladica, who's like very much like using modern slang.
Lol, you and your fancy
Yeah.
words. I
Lol.
don't really get it, but
There you
here's
go. I
another
forgot
for the
about
road.
that. All right, we're back with the weirdos. Let's go.
Hey, what's sparkling, little amethyst?
Ooh, Ladica?
Oh, silky smooth skin as per usual. I'm totes gelling here.
You're first tickling me, but I like how warm it is.
Misty, I think that's long enough. I've got places I gotta bounce to, you know?
Oh, surely a little longer couldn't hurt. We don't do this as often as we should.
Yeah, that's enough for one day. Anyway, late. Looking a little haywire, Sapphire. Got something on your mind? You're cuter when you smile, Saph. Just like this. I'll never get tired of squishing those soft cheeks, babe.
Rafika? Is there a particular reason your behavior changes around Mistolina?
What? You're imagining things.
Negative. When you are in her presence, the pitch of your voice lowers by 19%. Additionally, she is the only person you do not regularly embrace upon seeing.
Okay. I mean, let's maybe try to figure it out. I mean, so far, what she met, at first Mono, and then who was next? Yeah, Mono, then Aena, and then Mistolina. I mean, I can only guess that maybe it's because, like, you know, she's already met her before, and that the other, like, the first two were pretty much on the newer side of things. So even with Tetra over here, like, she's been more, you know, friendly, which I assume because she's like new. She might be bored or something of Mistolina. Maybe not bored, but, you know, something where, you know, maybe she just prefers the newer people here. But yeah, something like that maybe.
Oh, that's so?
Is there a particular reason?
But if there's some kind of history,
And Ladica too.
then, like, I don't really remember much about it. Like, the only history I remember...
That's right. Totes forgot Baleo needed me for a thing today. Sorry, duty calls.
Yeah, like... Yeah, the only history I know between two people would be the brothers, the lion guy. Or was it a lion? I forgot. I think it was a lion and an elf guy. The brothers.
Ladica?
Toodles!
I passed Ladica on the way here, Tetra. I certainly hope you two weren't having fun without me. Actually. I've thought the same thing for a while, too. Indeed. Ladica is rather fond of showing her affection through hugs and skin-to-skin contact. Yet I have no record in my memory bank of her doing so with Mistolina. You don't think it's because she hates Mistolina, do you? I I would hope not.
Me too. I want us all to be friends.
Naturally. To me, Ladica and Mistolina are nothing short of family.
When we first came to this world, Ladica gave me a warm hug. And then Mistolina said we're all welcome to live here. I want to help them if I can. Just like how Luna did once for me.
Agreed. Let us see if there is anything we can do.
My little sisters have grown so much. I can already feel the oil welling up in my tear ducts. Allow me to assist you both as well. It looks like we'll need some more data. It would be wise not to draw attention to ourselves, if possible. What do you say we split up for now?
Understood.
Let us focus on gathering data on Mistolina for now. After all, there isn't a soul in this forest unfamiliar with the Forest Princess.
Okay, we'll meet back up again after we're done.
I have heard that she often wanders the Western Forest.
Tetra?
Hey, it's her.
It is you. It's not often I see you around these parts.
Those flowers, were you visiting your sister?
I was. It's just quicker to cut through this way, you see. What about you?
I have been examining
I just realized the forest, man.
I
The
understand
leftovers.
Mistolina often wanders the Western Forest. Would you know the reason behind that?
Like, yeah, it's so weird now just because of the whole Belthamit thing. The aftermath of the whole battle.
The Western Forest. That section of the forest is still heavily blighted. She's likely making the rounds to see if it's safe to traverse.
Blighted. From when Viridia Magna went haywire, the blight corrupted not only beasts, but spirits as well, causing them to attack many others. Your sister among them.
Don't look so down about it. It hasn't been easy, but I've found peace in my own way since. I never thought I would end up finding such adorable sisters to look after. Every day is a new adventure for me now. Oh, that's right. Come here. There's something I think you'll want to see.
A tree trunk. The core has been completely bored.
It's known as the Hollow Trunk. It's a pretty well-known landmark here.
Something must have struck this tree with extraordinary power for this to happen.
It's always been like this, as far as I know. Makes you wonder, though, doesn't it?
Oh, I was too scared to say anything again.
Ania!
Hey.
Polly?
What's wrong, Ania? Let's turn that frown
I like this
upside
robot.
down.
Actually,
You want to learn about Mistolina? Got it! I know just the fellow for you. Follow me!
Did he always talk like that? I guess with the text. Where like every word is, like the first letter is capitalized. I kind of forgot about that. Hey, Meowskers. It's kind of cool to see all these characters again, man. Like it's been like going pretty fast within this one chapter.
the fellow you were talking about
Just seeing everyone.
is Mouskers?
Yes, indeed! Meowskers is a major, which means he's majorly important around here. He said he'd teach us anything we wanted to know about. Isn't that right, Mr. Major?
Yes, of course. You can count on Major Meowskers for anything. So, what did you want to know about?
My dog wants to go out.
I wanted to learn more about Mistolina. Like things that happened before we came here.
The Forest Princess. To be honest, it's been a minute since I've had a conflab with the princess. A private once told me about a creature known as the Bone Claw. A downright monstrosity that would rear its ugly head in the Western Forest.
Yeah, we saw that in the one of the chapter titles.
The Bone Claw?
A terrible beast that attacks and eats children.
What the heck?
It eats children?
That's right. It sneaks up behind little critters with all its mighty might, dragging them deep into the forest, never to be seen again.
Oh my. Ania, you're not allowed to go to the Western Forest.
Fret not, my iron friend. The fiend was hunted down many a year ago.
The clashing of our fists and blades formed the very
I don't think
foundation
they're...
of our friendship. But even with my new body, I still couldn't stack up against Mistolina.
I wonder how everyone else is trying to understand her if they can.
Seriously? I can't
Okay,
believe you
so
were
they
able to
can.
hold your own against the Forest Princess herself.
I'm just wondering if some people, like, wouldn't understand the way she talks.
Hey, show some respect. She didn't mean to offend Lady Mono.
None taken. More importantly, do you know what her childhood was like? Any famous stories, perhaps?
About the princess? Well, there's the one everyone loves bringing up. How she took out the Bone Claw by herself.
Oh, yeah. That one takes me back. The legend of the beast's grave, right?
A legend, you say? That sounds rather significant. Would you mind sharing the details with me?
Well, it's said that long ago, deep in the western forest, there lived a ferocious beast.
It struck trespassers without mercy. In fact, it became such a problem that the nearby residents were forced to move.
I see. And I assume the one who put an end to it all was none other than Mistolina herself?
Exactly. But she never divulged where the legendary battle supposedly took place.
Some children took it upon themselves to find the fabled location, the beast's grave.
I'm trying to put some context clues together. So, like, there's this whole story going on with the Western Forest, and, you know, Mistolina's fought like a beast called Bone Claw. Wait, isn't that... I'm trying to remember back. Isn't one of the cards of Ladica? Because I thought about this just now, where maybe Bone Claw is Ladica, but then I just remembered, isn't one of the cards, maybe one of the recent ones, it was called Ladica Bone Claw or something? Yeah, so yeah, I'm guessing it's her. Maybe there's something there in that battle that has her all weird.
It seems that we can draw several conclusions from the data gathered. There are the remains of a great tree in the western forest that was mostly obliterated by a great force.
My dog wants to go
All that
in.
remains is the hollow trunk.
Something known as the Bone Claw lived in the western woods. We heard it ate and attacked children, but it was hunted down a long time ago.
The one who supposedly hunted the Bone Claw down was Mistolina herself, many years ago. Although the location of their battle was never uncovered, it became known as the Beast's Grave.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm trying to think about it. I'm just wondering if it's like a thing where maybe... Like, yeah, Bone Claw could be Ladica. I think if like what I said is true about that whole card name in one of her cards, I'm guessing the retrained version of Ladica. But it could also be a thing where like maybe a Bone Claw was an actual like different person, and then Mistolina, when she slayed Bone Claw, maybe in its in the background you just see Ladica, maybe like Bone Claw's like the parent of Bone Claw. Well, not, I mean, yeah, Bone Claw is the parents of Ladica.
It all leads to the western forest.
Precisely. This Bone Claw was likely responsible for the hollow trunk and was eventually defeated at the beast's grave.
You know, that is pretty cool. It does feel like some cool lore that we might be able to explore. Because I wonder if this will go more into the ancient language that Ladica has. I mean, I guess not. I feel like it's more of like, you know, where she was born and came from. I'm not sure if they'll touch more upon the whole ancient language that they, you know, did before. Because I'm sure it's like more of a thing that you just put two and two together.
Wow. Mistolina's amazing though, right? She took down that monster all by herself. Mono, are you feeling okay?
Right as rain, dear sister. But indeed, Tetra, that explanation does seem to be the most plausible, and yet I'm not fully convinced.
My dog wants to go out.
What do you mean?
Perhaps it's only me, but I can't shake the feeling that this Bone Claw is none other than the Ladica we know and love.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, now that she mentions it, You know, sometimes what they do in the story is that they try to, you know, establish something, but then like when it comes to the time to figure it out, it might be something else.
The Stone Claw and the Bone Claw. The data isn't conclusive, but the names are simply too similar to rule her out.
Okay, maybe it's Stoneclaw. I kind of forgot her card name. It could be Stoneclaw. My dog wants to go in again.
I would argue that the latter name is simply a modification of the former, or perhaps a misinterpretation at the very least.
It could be.
And lastly, the question of this hollow trunk. According to my calculations, the amount of strength required to pull something like that off would need to be on par with my Alpha Drive. There's only one person who fits the profile.
Wow, I didn't realize she was that strong. Isn't her Alpha Drive the one where she goes like Super Saiyan or something? Like her ultimate form?
But wait, Mono, Ladica wouldn't ever attack people like that.
Indeed. However, the blight that once plagued this forest caused various forms of life to attack people indiscriminately. Perhaps Ladica once fell victim to the same corruption.
Oh no.
The most likely story, considering the data we currently have, is that Ladica was corrupted by the Blight and then defeated by Mistolina. Of course, I certainly hope this wasn't the case.
I don't believe it. I won't believe it. Ladica is a good person. She's always helping others.
And who decides what is good or
Hey.
bad, exactly?
It's that one guy, I guess the antagonist at first.
Valdane?
Hey, yeah, Valdane, that's his name.
Take, for example, the hungry tiger. It hunts down and kills its prey not out of malice, but out of instinct. The blight strips one of all higher thought. Well, as much higher thought you can expect a beast to have anyway.
Do you mean to say that Ladica had lost herself to the blight, and Mistolina was forced to confront her with violence?
Okay, I can see that.
I can't think of many other ways to confront a senseless beast.
That's enough, Valdane.
Hey, it's him.
Bailey,
I'm sorry you three had to hear that.
Was that a joke?
Some self-deprecating humor, if you will. I had no idea you were speaking of the Stone Claw.
The blight does not affect people, so you need not be concerned for Ladica or Mistolina.
I don't appreciate having my precious sisters frightened, I'll have you know. Is it forever in your nature to play the antagonist?
How did you realize he was lying?
His roundabout speech patterns, as much as I hate to admit it, aren't so different from my very own. The true meaning is always found between the lines.
Dog wants to go out again? She's been going in and out a lot.
so what is the relationship between those two then?
If you desire the answer so badly, hunt it down for yourself. Seek the place where it all began. The beast's grave.
Yeah, let's go. Might as well just go to the source and, I guess, put some clues together. The princess and the bone claw. As a young girl, Ladica is ostracized for her big paws and overwhelming strength. Isolated from the others, she becomes known as the Bone Claw, a ferocious monster that lurks in the forest. Okay. So yeah, there you have it. Confirms it there with a summary. I know summary sometimes does that, where they spoil things. But you know, it did. It was leading up.
All your might. Surely we'll come to an understanding through our blades.
And my dog wants to go in again.
She was nothing short of dazzling to me, or maybe blinding is a better word. Her eyes gleamed like the stars in the night sky. Her smile illuminated the world around her, like a flower blooming under the morning light. A flower that bloomed in the morning light. That was my first impression of her. A beautiful flower. One that was utterly brilliant, yet ever so delicate. I wanted to crush it.
Whoa.
I'd been alone for so long. Parents? Never knew them. Why? Who knows?
Is it gonna be because of that, maybe? Like, just the way she was looking at Mistolina, maybe she has like the perfect life, but then her life sucks. Like Ladica's life sucks, so she wants to crush them.
All I knew was
Like
my name
Miss
was
Lena.
Ladica. and I was born with these claws. Can I join you guys? I want to play too.
What the heck's up with those claws? Get lost, weirdo!
Okay.
Am I weird because my hands are different?
Yeah, they're even bigger than my dad's. Gross!
Being different is gross. I guess I wasn't considered normal in this forest. Here, there were beasts with human-like features, and people with beast-like features in their fur or ears. But people with great big beast hands? That wasn't a thing. So I became an outcast.
Don't pull on them.
Get her, everybody!
We'll protect the forest from you. Take this! Take that!
Why are you all
Jeez.
being so mean?
You! The tree!
I wanted to be normal too. But how could I be when I didn't even have a mom or dad?
Is that where the hollow trunk was? Oh no, I guess not. They showed the hollow trunk earlier, right? Oh no, never mind. I thought the hollow trunk would be at the beast's grave, but I think it doesn't need to be there. But yeah, they showed it earlier, right? When I think it was with forgot her name, like Gina.
You're a monster!
It seems that not only were my claws unnatural,
I'm not sure if that
my
was it or
strength
not.
as well.
Maybe not.
Enough to be called a monster, at least.
Oh, so you're the one who hurt my little brother. Get over here!
Get over here.
Go of me!
I'm bleeding! Help me!
Jeez, why did you try to fight, man? Come on. Jeez.
You're telling me this little girl's the one?
Oh my gosh, now even the adults. Come on, she's just a kid.
Don't let her size deceive you. She's already taken out entire squads by herself. We'll have to move in together.
It's just everyone's been mean to her.
Stay away!
I never wanted to hurt anyone, but they kept coming for me.
Hey, it's dangerous here, you know. You lost? I could show you the way, if you'd like.
Your claws. Why, are you the Bone Claw?
No, I'm not. My name's Ladica.
Stay away from me, monster!
Even when I tried to help, they would always run. These claws could never hold on to anything for too long. These claws were only built to destroy. Fitting for a monster, right? But I never wanted to hurt anyone. What's normal supposed to be? Is there a guidebook on this sort of thing? And who decided what normal was in the first place anyway? Why did I have to suffer just for being different? Why am I the enemy when I didn't do anything wrong? I never asked to become the Bone Claw. Is this all my fault somehow? Fine then. If you see nothing but a monster, you'll get a monster.
Who's there?
Hey, don't you know? This area of the forest is off limits.
Wait! You're the Bone Claw!
You know, I really hate that name.
I hated being alone, but I adapted. I wanted to reach out, but never let anyone get close. Just shut up and leave me alone. You'll just think I'm a monster like the rest of them. I finally found a tree with a nice view to call home, and thought I found peace. Yet my heart was all over the place. I'd look up at the picturesque sky every day, but all I saw was grey. Everything beautiful in the world seemed to mock me. Whenever I saw a flower blooming, my instinct was to crush it. Why wouldn't this pain leave my heart? I never understood, until the day she showed up. I answered her the only way I knew how.
Fine, your funeral.
You might think it strange. My heart leapt at the sound of those words. Her eyes were unabashedly disgusted at the very sight of me. Within them was a quiet hostility that held me firmly in its grasp. A beast that lay in the abyss. That was my first impression of Ladica. A beast, not afraid in the very least to bare her claws at me. I knew from that very moment that I had to learn more about her.
What?
I was born as the Forest Princess. My father was Balion, sovereign light of the forest.
Now we're getting Mistolina's perspective here.
My life
Her
as
backstory.
Forest Princess had been predetermined before I was even born.
Won't you play with me? I'm terribly sorry, Princess, but I'm afraid my duties won't allow me to do that.
Father, I've mastered the technique you taught me.
Not now, Mistolina.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that maybe, yeah, I'm guessing that, Ladica is gonna be, like, the only person that maybe, I guess, gets to hang out with Mistolina. And that's why Mistolina is, like, I guess, friendly.
My father, he was much too busy governing the forest. It was seldom we'd spend time with one another, save for sword training. And aside from my royal lineage, I was born with a unique ability, the miraculous power to manipulate ether.
That should do it.
Your powers are a blessing, Princess. Thank you.
There. Does it feel better now?
So this is the power of ether. Incredible. Oh, what I'd do to have something like this. Even when praised for my ether abilities, or for simply being the Forest Princess, it didn't bring me any joy.
If I become stronger, then Father will surely spend more time with me.
Naturally, I became drawn to swordplay. This was not a title, nor talent assigned to me at birth, but something I attained with my own strength.
Father, I've become much stronger since our last session. Perhaps we could duel again sometime.
I'm sorry, Mistolina. Another time.
I began to think that my father did not love me very much. We never fought or anything like that. But he never seemed to want to be near me for long.
Sword practice? Please, allow me to join you. Princess, don't be absurd.
Even the other children.
No need to worry. You may think me to be a delicate flower, but I'm rather skilled with a sword. Of course, Princess. But still, we can't risk you getting hurt.
So, like, yeah, both Ladica and Mistolina, like, they both, as children, feel isolated in their own way.
I see. They all stiffen up whenever I'm around. I could see it in the reflections of their eyes. They were looking in my direction. But no one ever saw me for who I truly was. I began to take long walks around the forest, sometimes from dusk till dawn. My heart was lost. What was I searching for?
You're hunting. Please, allow me to join you. Are you hurt? I'll heal that right up for you. I won't allow the strong to bully the weak. Ha!
It didn't matter how many times I tried. The response was always the same.
You're so skilled with the sword, despite your age. It's an honor to call you our princess.
Your miraculous powers are befitting of someone of your royalty, Princess.
I'm sorry, Princess. I won't be mean anymore, so please don't tell the king.
It's all about, like, the royalty status here.
Even when I reached out to others, no one would truly look my way. No one saw me for who I was.
Yeah, they only saw her for like, as the princess and not Mistolina.
And then one day, I heard the rumors about her.
Oh, here we go.
The Bone Claw?
Indeed. A fearsome monster that supposedly resides in the Western Forest. Even the nearby dwellers were forced to find new places to live. You should never go near there, Princess.
A monster.
Rather than fear, I felt a burning curiosity. I had imagined a great beast covered in mangy fur, but instead found a rather adorable girl sleeping in a tree. Her big white fluffy paws were conspicuous enough, but I was transfixed on her sleeping face.
Are you the Bone Claw?
As soon as our eyes met, there was no doubt in my mind.
She was the Bone Claw. When I peered into her eyes, I saw something I had never seen before. Eyes steeped in loathing. She didn't care who I was. The title of Forest Princess meant nothing to her.
Heck yeah.
I saw a reflection of myself in her eyes. Nothing more, nothing less.
My name's Mistolina. If it's all right with you, I'd love to get to know you better.
Huh?
Just what kind of person are you? What makes you tick?
I don't mean to come off so forward, but I'm incredibly curious. I want nothing more than to become acquainted with her, to form a true connection with someone for once.
Strike me with all your might! Surely we'll come to an understanding through our blades!
I didn't want to have anything to do with Mistolina. That happy-go-lucky attitude with me would eventually give way to disgust once she saw me for who I thought I was. But for some reason, I agreed.
And so we fought.
This must be the battle. Yeah, I'm guessing that she renamed herself to the Stoneclaw. Just to like, maybe to give her like a chance to re-enter society, or be accepted into society.
My blade continued to dance with her claws, fending off the barrage.
Because it seems like some people, they don't know fully what Ladica or the Bone Claw looks like. So there's still a chance for her to like, you know, make a new name for herself.
The clashing of our strikes continued to echo through the forest.
It was as if our hearts were dancing and clashing in unison.
Get away from me! Whatever it is you have to say, I don't want to hear it! Just shut up already!
I thought I told you to stay back. You'll just end up calling me a monster like everybody else.
I'm already hated enough as it is. I don't need you making it worse.
I never asked for any of this. I feel pain just like the rest of you. You wouldn't have any idea what it's like to be called the Bone Claw. Am I not allowed to live a peaceful life just because I'm different?
Forest Princess this, Ether Healer that. If no one can see me for who I truly am, I might as well be dead. Please, I just want someone to recognize who I really am. And here you are, looking right into my very soul. So much anguish within her. She doesn't want to do this at all, does she? It's all just an act. I can see the real you right now. And you won't look past me like the rest of them, will you? Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to play with me. Nobody wants to be with me. All because of these stupid claws. The world's only shown me misery and pain. All because I didn't fit into their mold of what normal is. How do you like this swordplay? Can you feel the force behind each swing? Can you feel the effort I've put into this? This is the strength I've gained with my own two hands, not through my lineage. Why are you laughing? Because I finally found you.
No matter how many times I wounded her, she would get up with a smile on her face. She was trying to reach out to me in a way that nobody had ever done before. It was the first time anybody had ever tried.
She didn't see me as royalty, but merely the flesh and blood that stood before her. I could have danced with joy at that very moment. I felt not only that, but a painful solitude, one not unlike my own. It was the first time I ever felt something like this. After a long and arduous dance of blades, Ladica defeated me.
I was supposed to be the winner, but it didn't feel like a victory at all.
You lost. Why are you still smiling? And I could ask you why you're crying when you've won.
Our encounter was nothing short of a miracle. And, well, after our fight, we climbed my tree and gazed at the stars together. I listened to what she had to say, and told her my thoughts in return. That was another first for me.
It's fine to be different. Those claws of yours are really special, and they won't make you special.
You think so?
Well, thanks to them, I was finally able to meet you, and I think that's quite spectacular. Your claws have the potential for so much good. The way I see it, you're meant to fight as a defender, a resilient pillar against those who would bring harm to the weak. You're no bone claw. You're a stone claw.
Hey, here we go. She got renamed.
But these claws, they destroy anything they touch. How am I supposed to protect anyone like this?
Is that right?
Without another word, Mistolina embraced me.
Your paws might be built for fighting, but they're also built for hugging. Every living thing has the potential to love, and we were all born to be loved. That's something my mother used to say. You have the strength to protect the ones you love, and I've seen the warmth you've repressed for so long. You need only believe it for yourself.
Mistolina eventually told Baleon who I was. He immediately welcomed me to live in their forest.
That's good. I mean, it just sounds like a different place that she's living in now. I thought it was all just like the same forest. Maybe it's just like a different part. Maybe more on the Balian side of things.
The official story is that Mistolina defeated the Bone Claw herself. From that moment, I spent my days with her in the Skull Forest.
Oh yeah, see, so yeah, there is different kinds of forest. I guess yeah, that's the. I remember there was two factions, right? The Skull and something else. Okay, maybe she was on the other side.
The place of our battle became known as the Beast's Grave.
Ladica, you're late!
You're just early!
But for us, it was our own secret garden.
There we go. That's a really cute backstory, I would say. Friends forever. The last one. The Beast's Grave has now become Ladica and Mistolina's secret hangout. Here, Ladica sits alone, lost in thought. Okay, not as like I gotta say, not overall the story, not really as.
Voice files found. Beginning playback.
I guess not really as grand as. Like the Missing Star. Or I guess expansive. Like, yeah, I know this one is shorter, but I thought they would maybe try to explore everyone's, like, aftermath, like what they've been up to and stuff. Yeah, catch up on everyone else. But mainly it's been Ladica and Mistolina, I would say.
Oh, morning, Teach.
Mostly Ladica, I would say.
Hello, Ladica. Good news for me, I hope?
Big nope on that one.
I came up short myself as well, I'm afraid. It seems the art of making friends is a tricky beast to master.
Whatevs. I mean, who needs them anyway?
Oh, Ladica, whatever am I going to do with you? Have you forgotten our promise already?
Course not.
Then why don't you refresh my memory?
Make a new friend and bring him here to show him the stars.
I've grown a whole bunch since then. Taller, I mean. But, like, wiser? Jury's still out on that one. I want to get close to people, but, well, it's scary, you know? Making a promise is easy enough, but making friends? That's a whole different story. And that's when I found it. What's this slate doing here?
Voice files found. Playing files recorded on Navy Moon 27.
Navy Moon.
284 PHR. Author, MBM Tech Read.
Yeah, that brings me back to, like, the Elder Scrolls. They got their own, like, months. Like, with the names. Navy Moon sounds pretty cool. I'm guessing that's, November, maybe, if I had to guess. Because sometimes they would try to make the names sound similar to the months. When they make like fictional months.
Hey, I'm just chilling here in the 15th ward with my girl Wawa too, Digi.
Oh my gosh.
See, I had a fight with my boyfriend and was seriously shook, but she chose
No
to swoop
way.
in and save the day. Lol.
Wait, hold on. She was talking weirdly before too, right? Or is this like when she first started to speak like them? Well, no. Here's No, yeah, she says whatevs. Okay, never mind. She already spoke like that before, I guess. Morning Teach. Okay, never mind. I thought this was her first time. I kind of forgot. It's just, with her, it's kind of like natural for her to talk like that. Where it just translates to me as normal. Okay.
What up? Wanna GV Mel here. I've been at Beast BFF for like a hot minute now.
Isn't the way she talks just the best? Like goals AF, am I right?
Huh. Are they ancients?
Yeah, the ancients.
Seeing that recording, high key, blew my mind. The people in it just seemed so free. Maybe, just maybe, things would be easier if I was more like them. The way they talked gave me like this chill, friendly vibe. Saying lol when something was funny, chopping words down to just letters. I've never studied anything harder. Not like it helped me in the friend department, though. Chickadee, honeydew, garnet, sapphire, amethyst. I'm crazy about them all. But who knows if the feeling's mutual? Sometimes I think, like, is it really okay for me to want this much? I've already got plenty to be happy for. Any more is just being greedy.
I had a feeling you might be here.
Out making the rounds?
Indeed. I thought perhaps I'd come across a soul in need along the way. But the woods were peaceful today, so I came looking for you instead.
Well, you found me.
My duties have prevented me from visiting this place for quite some time. Tell me, Ladica, do you recall the promise we made to each other?
You gotta be more specific.
We were going to make new friends and invite them here to look at the stars.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, don't be silly.
I'm not exactly the silly type.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, she's, I would say, very silly with her. I guess the way she talks.
The days sure have flown by, though, haven't they? It feels like Mono, Tetra, Nia, and all the other Iolonians have been here forever.
Yeah.
Say, Ladica, our worlds are moving forward together, hand in hand, machinery and nature, in complete and utter harmony. Don't you think that's beautiful?
I think it's very interesting. You just don't normally see them like coexist with each other. Like I'm thinking of stuff like Avatar, where my bad, I tried to cough. That's why I was talking weird. But yeah, you got like the sky people, you know, the everyday humans from Earth, versus the Navi. Yes, it's like normally they're like opposed to each other. Like normally, like nature. I don't know. Sometimes you know nature can also be evil too. But yeah, like normally they just don't get along with each other. This one here feels very unique and different, I would say.
And just as you've grown fond of our new allies, they've grown rather fond of you as well.
IDK, seems pretty sus to me. Yeah, I like
So
them,
much slang in that.
but they might not
Well, I guess
like
it was
me.
only two, but it felt like a lot.
They might even hate me. Who knows?
I'm quite certain they don't hate you.
But how can you be so sure? I mean, there's no way to tell what they actually...
Tetra, Mono, over here! I found them!
Oh, here's a way to find out.
Speak of the devil. What brings you three musketeers way out here?
You seemed rather off-kilter this morning, so we were concerned. Are you feeling all right, Ladica?
Lol. Yeah. Same old, same old. Why?
I have detected a slight tensing of your facial muscles. Could it be you are feeling sad, Ladica? There. I am not accustomed to this form of consolation, but I hope you are sufficiently comforted. Oh, why hello, Mono. I'm impressed you all were able to find this place.
Valdane told us where it was. He also mentioned this place holds a lot of importance for you two. But don't worry, we won't let anyone else in on your little secret.
Ladica, are you sad?
Jeez, what's with all the sudden PDA? And, like, why are you so worried about me anyway?
Oh, come now. Surely you're not that dull.
Because we love you, Ladica. Why else?
Why are you so surprised after everything we've been through together? You two are our precious friends. Nay, I dare say you're more than that, actually. Your family.
When you feel sad, we feel sad. That is proof that we are friends.
Oh man. I think I've got something in my eye.
What happened? Did we say something wrong? No, Tetra. Not in the slightest.
I'm fine, babe. Don't worry your pretty little head about me. Glomp.
Glomp.
Wow. I guess I am that doll.
Oh, I just had the most wonderful idea. Would you three by any chance be interested in a little stargazing?
They were right in front of me all along, and I didn't even notice.
Ladica and I have our own special spot here, you see. The view of the starry sky is ever so beautiful.
Oh, I want to see them. Can we go?
Of course, dear sister. I can't think of a group of people I'd want to gaze at the stars with more.
Allow me to join you as well. Please, lead the way.
I can't believe I was so blind. Lol. All this time, I had the best friends a gal could ever want.
And it looks like that's it. Okay. Yeah, that one felt very much different. I guess, you know, comparing like the first two I've done over here with Reflections on the Wing and The Missing Star. Yeah, with the Seeds of Conflict Sowing, it definitely felt more on the, I guess in a way, slice of life type. But it's not really, because we did explore some new stuff. Like with the whole history with Ladica. Yeah, mostly Ladica, but also Mistolina. But yeah, it's like not like, you know, we saw like the other characters seeing what they're doing. I thought maybe that's what we would be seeing with these stories. I'm gonna guess the Guild War reconstruction is gonna be the same thing, where it might be as, you know, that level of importance with the Seeds of Conflict. But yeah, that's what I'm guessing. But yeah, that one did feel more or less, I guess, less impactful for me. I don't know, I thought they would try to make it a bit more, I guess, special for a special story. But I guess it's still fine though, because in a way, it is nice to just hear from them again. But yeah, I thought they would do more than just like Ladica and her whole story. Thought maybe they would also explore all the other characters again to see how they're up to, like what they're doing and up to. Like yeah, I didn't think they need to be like as long as The Missing Star, because yeah, they give each character like a lot of time for their own, you know, screen time. But it felt like there could have been something more to it, you know, like something more with the, I guess, expanding upon. But I'm sure, you know, their goal was just to tell Ladica's story. If that's their goal, then they achieved it. I just thought there might be something more than that. Still a good story though. I do like the story of Ladica and how she became from the Bone Claw to the Stone Claw, and also how Mistolina just made friends with her. Yeah, right now my voice is giving out, so I'm gonna try to wrap things up now. Alright, so yeah, there you have it guys. I think that was it for this video. That was Seeds of Conflict Sowing. Next time will be the Guild War Reconstruction. And then after that, we can finally begin, oh man, the Whispers of Purgation, which, yeah, I'm looking forward to, man. It's a whole new story. You know, I feel like whenever I do play this game sometimes with the previous chapters, I feel like I'm always on them for like forever. Like on their story. Like even though I would say Lessons from Lanecrest is a short story, like the thing is I took like multiple breaks. Or at least maybe one break, I don't know. No, yeah, I took like one break, but it was a long break, so yeah, it was at the end there. Then I came back. So yeah, it felt like I was stuck in this story forever, but now I can finally like see the ending. Why did this like twinkle? What the heck? Okay, that's a bit funny. But yeah, can't wait to do that. I'm excited. And we'll also probably have to build some new decks with, which is fine because I have been, you know, I still have like a lot of the, what is it called? The vials. I mean, yeah, just like what I showed you guys when I guess, what was it called? In that one, what was it? The Reflections on the Wing. But yeah, if you guys didn't see, I had like a lot of vials, so I'm sure I can make decks like with the characters here, with the new characters coming up. But yeah, also, I'm gonna guess this character here. Well, actually, I don't know. I kind of forgot what Nerva looks like, but I thought that might be like young Nerva. I thought this might be a like, you know, a past version. Just because it has the word purgation here, and you know, the whole thing. Like, isn't, like, Nexus was the Keeper of Serenity, right? And I think Nerva is the Keeper of Purgation. I kind of forgot. But yeah, I might need to look back on that. But yeah, I'm guessing that's Nerva, young Nerva, and how she became a Keeper. Not sure how that ties in with, like, ending up the whole story here. but I guess we'll see. I guess maybe it's more of like a Thanos story where like we saw his backstory, and then we get to the final conclusion at the end with Nervous Defeat maybe. But yeah, guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good